Xavi Simons from RB Leipzig. The clubs have agreed a deal worth just over £51 million for the 22-year-old, and he's also agreed personal terms. Florian Plettenberg is reporting that he will sign a 7-year contract once it is all sorted out. James, I'm going to start with you on this because it was all pointing towards him going to Chelsea. That was all the noises, wasn't it? He's going to Chelsea. How have Spurs nipped in and got him at the last minute? Is this like an Arsenal Eze situation or slightly different?
No, this is very different. Chelsea have not put in an offer for Xavi Simons. They've not had a bid rejected. They haven't.
Anyway, in any squad, I think it's a great move for Tottenham. I think he's been on everyone's radar for years since he was a kid. He was labelled the next big thing. Kind of dipped a little bit, but I think he's an excellent player. He was great in the Euros, and I think wherever the good thing about him is Thomas Frank will use him in multiple positions. He can play anywhere across that front line, just behind the striker. So very creative, and what they've got as well in there makes them a real attacking threat.
And he's just 22 years old, so lots of time to improve. Thomas Frank's a manager that is known for improving players and making them and turning them into the maximum they can be. He could do that with a very talented young player in Simons.
Yeah. All right. Well, from Chelsea's point of view, they might have missed out on Xavi Simons, but they have finally agreed a fee with Manchester United for Alejandro Garnacho. James, just to put some more meat on the bone for this. For
£40 million fee, fixed fee, plus a 10% add-on is something that Manchester United like to do. Medical scheduled for this afternoon. It will actually be the 4th largest sale in Manchester United history. That's after Ronaldo, Lukaku and Di Maria. And it's also the club's largest ever sale of a Man United Academy graduate. United negotiated that fee because Chelsea were looking at getting him a lot cheaper than that. They had an initial offer of £25 million rejected. Got their man, though, £40 million. And actually, I spoke to Enzo Maresca just last week, and he said he was going through the whole squad. He was going through all the positions.
I'm going to interrupt you. We've got some breaking news to give you, and it concerns West Ham and Southampton, because Mateus Fernandes has today left Southampton to join West Ham United in a package worth over £40 million. The Portuguese midfielder departs 12 months after joining Saints, having recorded 2 goals in 36 Premier League appearances last season, and the club, as you can imagine, wishes him the best for the future. But West Ham needed to make some midfield signings. That's what the fans were crying out for, and James Green, it's quite handy, he's president of the Mateus Fernandes Appreciation Club, aren't you? We were going to talk about Fernandes towards the end of the show, but is this the kind of player that's going to please the fans? Because a lot of people are saying they need legs in midfield, they need youth. Is Mateus Fernandes going to give them that?
Look, yes, I am president of his fan club. I think he's a terrific young player. I really do. I think it's difficult when you're in a side that struggles so much in the Premier League, but he was that shining light. He was the beacon of hope in that Southampton team. He had work. He's got this work rate and mindset in him that despite the struggles, he was always the one charging back. He's got legs, everything that West Ham do need. I was at Wolves West Ham on Tuesday night, and their midfield just looked lost at times, lacking pace. He's exactly what they need in that sense of the park. It's a start for West Ham. They still need a lot more if they're about to get themselves out of that hole, but Mateus Fernandes is a big part and a big step in the right direction for Graham Potter's side.
Do you agree with that, Ashley? Do you look at that squad and think it needs quite a bit of surgery? It's not just going to be one or two players.
This doesn't fix West Ham's problems. It helps, and I think you bang on with the midfield. That's a real big issue, but they've got issues everywhere at the back. They need to get some business done in the next couple of days. But what it will do is give a little bit of a boost to the West Ham fan base to say, okay, we are actually actively trying to improve the situation, because it looks so dire, the last couple of weeks for them. So at least they've got something to hold on to now. But I think they need more to get out of the trouble that they're in.
All right, good stuff. I can tell you that Chelsea forward Christopher Nkunku is likely to depart. He's arrived in Italy ahead of his move to AC Milan for a deal that could reach more than £36 million. So Chelsea busy with incomings and outgoings at this late stage of the window. We've got plenty more still to come. Stay tuned, because Newcastle boss Eddie Howe is coming up next.
Big transfer. Manchester United head into a busy few days in the transfer window and are already primed to do a major piece of business. The Red Devils' job has been made more complicated by their embarrassing Carabao Cup defeat to Grimsby Town. while Xavi Menu's demand for a loan move has added a further layer of intrigue into the next few days. Anthony Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, Jadon Sancho, Tyrell Malacia. Garnacho is destined to sign for Chelsea. Anthony is still wanted by Real Betis, and it has now been announced that Rasmus Højlund will leave Old Trafford to join Napoli in a valuable development for Amorim's side. Højlund agreement made. Transfer insider Nicolo Schira has announced that Højlund will move to the Serie A champions on a loan deal with an obligation to buy. United will land a €5 million immediate windfall for the Denmark international striker, who will complete a move on a permanent basis to Antonio Conte's side next summer for a further €40 million if they qualify for the Champions League. In addition to this, United will also retain 10% interest in any future sale of the player. Højlund, who has an estimated transfer value (ETV) of €47 million, has agreed a contract worth €5 million per year that will run until 2030. United stand to make a staggering loss on the 22-year-old. He was signed in the summer of 2023 from Atlanta for €78 million, but managed just 26 goals for United in 95 appearances. The arrival of Benjamin Sesko at Old Trafford pushed Højlund down the pecking order, and he has decided that he wants to leave in order to earn first-team minutes. With Napoli striker Romelu Lukaku out with a serious injury, he should get that chance at Italy with the team that breathed new life into the career of Scott McTominay.